Hey guys, this is your girl Dom, aka Serenity Within, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you return to Serenity Within family member, hey girl, hey, thank you for coming back. So in this video, we are doing something just a little bit different. So I wanted to talk about textured skin. And I'm going to go a little bit more into detail inside of this video, but I did want to talk to you guys about textured skin and how to texture skin. What is textured skin? How to apply makeup to textured skin? What are the categories of textured skin? I wanted to go deep dive into textured skin and just to realize that we too can wear the beautiful makeup like the dewy skin girlies can. We textured skin girlies, we can wear that makeup too. So when I decided to do this video, it literally was today. So I didn't get a chance to get majority of textured skin products, i.e. like matte products, but I am going to show you how I can use hydrating or creamy products and still get this nice matte face for a textured skin girly without looking like I have textured skin. But I'm going to get more makeup that is catered to my textured skin, and that way I could be able to help you guys a little bit more on how to textured skin. But I'm not going to talk your ears off, so let's just jump right into this video. So I already did whatever it is left of my eyebrows that I could have done. I already got that out the way. So now after that, I want to go in and deep dive and dig into how to help people with their textured skin. Now I know textured skin, it can be extremely tricky. Normally I get asked a lot of questions when it comes down to makeup. So when it comes down to makeup, first thing first is definitely knowing what skin type are you. I am oily / combination skin. I didn't fully realize that I was textured skin until I started to do real deep diving into makeup, and I realized I am not the one that can have like that dewy look because of my textured skin. So textured skin refers to a skin surface that is not smooth, bumpy, or rough to the touch. Dryness, acne scars, large pores, or even wrinkles. Those are some of the categories, and there's more. I am more so dealing with pores. I have some pores here, and as well as these are some of acne scars. When I was younger, I had acne. Just call me a bumpy road. That's how bad my skin was. So I was recently talking to someone. I'm not going to talk your ear. It's going to be really quickly. Then we're going to jump right into how to with textured skin. But I was talking to someone and she likes to use a dewy type of foundation. And I'm like, I need a matte foundation because the way the dewy looks on me, it just does not look right. Even highlighters does not look right on me. So you just want to be really careful about the products that you use when you are textured skin, because we can't get away with that smooth skin girlies can do. We can't. So we have to like really put some work into our skin to get that flawless makeup look. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna jump into, and I'm gonna show you the products that I use for my textured skin. I'm not saying that these are the products to use for textured skin, but how I camouflage or how I try to airbrush my textured skin, these are the techniques and these are the products that I use for my particular texture skin. I don't know, just like textured skin became interesting to me because I just realized, one, you just have to love the skin that you're in. You just cannot hate the fact that you have textured skin. All right, great. You're just about to be like a freaking Einstein when it comes down to how to do things. When you have something that's a problem that other people don't have, you don't look at it as, oh my gosh, why is this such a problem? No, you have the ability to be different and you have the ability to fix something that someone else has an issue with. So don't look at your problem as a problem, but look at it to have that attitude towards it as, all right, how can I make, or how can I come up with a solution for this problem for all those others that have the same particular problem as I do. So what I'm basically going in with now, this is a new step that I've started to do. Now I want to say this, anything with textured skin, you want to just be really mindful of the creamy products that you use. You want to go in with less cream and more powder. But a lot that I did differently now in when I'm doing my makeup is I don't go in with my Dr. G moisturizer before I put on my makeup. Now you can. I realize my makeup lasts that much longer when I go in with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And this right here is an all-in-one. It's a primer and a moisturizer, all that good jazz. But of course, I'm gonna go in with another primer. It just helps prevent putting a primer moisturizer on top of a hydrating moisturizer. It's just like a whole lot of stuff. So just one, be mindful of your start process. Try to go the least the best. Still do your toners and still do your serums. And even with your serums, try to stay away from hydrating serums when you're sticking with makeup. Now, when it's just a regular day, regular face day, then you could do all your hydrating stuff. But if you're trying to have that airbrush flawless makeup look and with textured skin, you just want to make sure that you just be careful of the products that you're using. So now that we got that out the way, I am a texture skin girly all day, and I am an oily skin girly, but sometimes I can be combination skin, but in the summertime I'm just completely oily skin. So one product that just completely takes away my oily skin is this One Size Oil Sucker. This right here, you're not going to have no oily skin whatsoever, but this is only a spot primer. So I am going to go in with this One Size Secure the Sweat, and this is very mattifying. I don't know why I keep doing it. It comes out like crazy, and I'm so upset because I don't need that much. You want to work it with your fingertips first, and then you pat it in. And then you just want to let it sit after that. Now, after I pat it in, I'm just going to let this sit for probably like 2 minutes. You could let it sit for 30 seconds to a minute. I'm just going to be a little bit extra. I do have some time on my hands, so I'm just going to let it sit for 2 minutes. So now that I had that sit, I want to go in with the One Size Oil Sucker, and you just want to place this in your oiliest area. So that would be my forehead, and this is going to leave like a white residue. My nose, definitely. All it is, slide that in, and then my upper lip. Just gonna pat that in. Now this one, you have to let it sit for 3 minutes. Now I'll be back. This step here isn't a necessary step for you to do, but this is a step that I am going to do. So now this step that I'm using, this would not be for the textured skin girlies, but I'm going to do this one because this is just a step that I'm used to, because this I use as a color corrector. Even though it's not a color corrector, I just don't care for using color correctors in the summertime because the way the color corrector and my foundation mixed together and the bronzer and a tan is just a hot mess. So I am going to go in with this Hourglass foundation stick. Now it may have like a satin finish, but if you're someone who's like completely texture skin, if you use this for a foundation stick, it will show your blemishes as it's doing now. This would not be something that you would want to use as a foundation if you're textured skin, because it's going to just protrude all your texturiety. But I use this just to spot certain blemishes on my face that I just want to conceal. So I'm just going to pat this in just to give myself some wiggle room for my next step. So now I just want to go in with my Damp Beauty blender and lightly press that in. Now after that, I want for this to sit on my face. Now that's major key when it comes down to texture skin and products. You want for the products to allow to dry. Drying method is what works for us. In powders is going to be our best friend. The purpose of letting your products dry is to prevent any product from smudging with each other, because you got to realize your face is still producing heat. So warming up the product on your hand is like warming up the product on your face. Do each step like that before going into the next step. For any combination skin, oily skin, dewy skin, doesn't matter. You'll see a big difference in your makeup, but for our texture skin, definitely let your products dry. So the next thing after that, you are going to want to go in with a matte foundation, and the matte foundation that I am going in with is the Lacour foundation. This one right here is going to match you out, and you are not going to be oily. So I'm going to go in with small amounts as well. You don't need a lot when it comes down to foundation. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So I have been doing like a bunch of videos today. So if you see my brushes looking a little dirty, beauty blenders looking dirty, I've been doing a whole lot of. So another major key when it comes down to texture skin, blending. Okay, blend it in. So especially those who have pores, this may sound a little bit nasty, but you don't want to smudge your product because it's going to leave streaks. You want to pat your products in so that it can fill the pores. I know that sounds nasty, but you'll get an even skin tone. I'm just saying, think about it. Once you fill a pothole in the street, isn't the street now smooth? Just saying. It ain't gotta make sense to be right. It's just makeup. It's just gonna be on your face for a few hours. And I'm going to avoid my under eyes because I only want concealer and setting powder under my under eyes because I am not trying to be cakey. This is my right shade, but my forehead is always darker than my actual foundation. Doesn't matter. It's always been like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit, and we're trying to conceal our texture skin. But as you can see, we still have a little texture going on, but it's blending in. Like, we're starting to get away from that texture skin. We're starting to get like a smooth surface. So one of the biggest things that I realized is I do not have any matte contours or concealers, but there are some brands out there that do have it. Milk has matte contour and concealers. So does Fenty, NYX, and Liqueur also have matte products. Now for the concealers and the contour that I am going to use in this video, they are not matte, but I will show you how I use these products to help matte my face even with my texture skin. But I'm just going to work with the products that I do have. This video like really came to me today, so I didn't get a chance to really get the products. So I'm just going to go in with my Black Radiance, and because I am going for just a regular makeup beat. Now I would say this, I tried the Fenty's contour. I was never crazy about it, and it's great because it is mattifying, but I was never crazy about it. I am texture skin, and the products I really need to focus on are matte products. If I'm not crazy about it, I'm not going to spend my money on it, and I just feel like I just wasn't crazy about it. So now all I'm going to do is get the products that I truly enjoy and make it work. All right, so now because this is a cream, I know I look crazy on this side. I went a little too happy, but I'm gonna fix that. This side look good. But because this is a cream product, I am just going to let it dry before I put any powder on it. So I am going to go in with the Milk concealer, and this is in shade 21W, and I'm just going to put this one here. I'm not going to go as heavy as I did the other day. And then I'm going to go in with Too Faced Born This Way, and this is in the shade Chestnut. I just want for this to be a little bit darker, and that's all I'm gonna do. Now normally I go crazy, but that's all I'm going to do. And I'm gonna bring it here. And because I got this side over here looking crazy, I stopped doing this. But whatever I do to one side, I do it to the other side. But I did stop doing this right here because I didn't like the way it was looking. So I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush, and I'm going to blend just this part out here. I'm not even gonna let that sit on long because I just don't want for that contour to take over my whole bottom. So now I'm just gonna let this sit probably like 2 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I should punch myself in the face. So I do have a matte bronzer, and this is by Milk, but the problem is this is way too dark for my shade. But I do see a difference with this one, being that this is the Milk. Look how matte that looks. So now I'm gonna go in with the cream one that I was just using by Black Radiance, and you can see the cream in it. The cream one actually look more matte. No, actually I'm seeing it now. No, it's actually not. Let's blend out this concealer. So now this is the complete, not the right brush to use, but the other brush I have is just filled with so much concealer because I've been doing batch videos. So I'm just gonna go with a different brush, and I'm just gonna start down here and go up here. Just handle the light areas first, because if I come from here and put it here, this is gonna be extra white. I don't need all of that. Then I'm gonna always start with the edges first. I'm going in with my beauty blender and I want to lightly press the concealer in, and I'm avoid my under eyes for right now while I'm working the concealer in all the other areas of my face. You notice I'm patting everything in that is going to be your best friend. Now the reason why I'm going to let this sit, just I'm telling you, it's going to be so short, but I am going to let it sit while I get my products out. So the first set of powder I'm going to go in with is my Liqueur banana powder. After that, I'm going to go in with my Liqueur pink rose setting powder. Now I'm going to go under my eyes, look up to get inside of that crease. And you light-handing it. If you go heavy, you're going to pick up some of that makeup and you don't want to. So now I'm going to get my beauty blender, dip it into the powder. I'm going to make this as even as I can possibly get it. And then I'm just going to press it in. And I'm going to go back and finish the whole under eye. Because powders are going to be your best friend. We're done with creams. So now it's time to bake. Bake our face up. So now you see the difference of this one nice and oily and this one is nice and matte. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Now with this banana powder, I don't want to bake so heavily. I'm just going to go really light with it, very light-handed strokes, because I really just want for it to like sit and mattify the concealer, like calm the concealer down. So now I'm going to go in with my Benefits. This right here has been my crack. This is probably like my third time using it. It's A1 Day 1. So I'm going to go in with my angled brush. Like I said, we're just always going to pat everything in. And don't rush the pat, like literally pat that product in. Take section by section. So now we got that out the way. So now I'm gonna go in with a smaller angle brush. And now I just wanna tackle my nose, and we're going to take it from the eyebrow and bring it down. And I'm doing this light-handedly. This is just going to help shape my nose and bring like dimension and color back to my face. But now I'm going to go in with my favorite brush, and I'm just going to blend all of that in now to make it nice and subtle. So now our face is becoming matte because we're done with all of the cream, and now we're just going to just like bake this face now. But we're not baking, but we are. I'll go in with Liqueur. This is to conceal all of the concealer that I was doing to keep me nice and matte. So yes, I go in with two different setting powders. One is just to get the first layer of the concealer nice and ready so it prevents any creasing. This one here is to keep me nice and matte and baking me. Now this one we don't have to keep on for long. I'm just gonna let this one sit for like a minute. Now the only areas I'm not gonna let that sit on for long is here and here. And that because I don't need for that to be too highlighted. I just need to make sure that that was nice and matte. We ain't got no shine going on, but we're not doing the eyeshadow look today. All right, so now I want to set all of the powder. So I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So now I just want to set that real nice. So now I'm doing that. I am gonna go in with lashes. I happen to change my mind, so I'm gonna do that off camera really quickly and then I'll be right back. So now after that, I am going to go in with my favorite blush duo, and this is by Liqueur Cosmetics, and this is the orange and pink blush. And I'm going to go with the orange in this area and then the pink right here. With this wig on and this blending, I look very bronzy. Let's calm that blush down some, and we're just gonna go in with our brush. Next after that, I want to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. Crack, okay? Crack. And I just want to go over this lightly. Now I want to go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray. That time we're gonna do some damage. We're gonna wear her up. I want to go in with the Lacour Cosmetics Blush and Highlight Palette. And I'm going in with this highlight and I'm gonna put it on my finger, or you can use a brush. I'm gonna go with the finger that has no product on there and then blend that out. This is the only area that I can have my highlight. There's no way I can put highlight on my face because it's going to show all of that textured skin. It's going to show it all. So like for instance, if I put it here, do you see how it now brings attention to the textured skin opposed if it wasn't there? Now what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. But that's why we stay away from highlighters. We stay away from highlighters. Then next, after that, I just want to go in with one more Charlotte Tilbury. I end up doing some stuff with my eyes a little bit off camera. So I'm gonna go in with the last setting spray, which is the One Size. And this right here, you wanna stay matte. You wanna go in with these two. Here, your makeup is going nowhere, baby. Let's get these lippies going. So I'm gonna go in with the Lacour Seduction. This is the signature shade. And I'm going in with two lip liners. I don't know what it is with me and these two lip liners, but they've been doing the thing lately. I ain't gonna hold you. But one of them is a sample one, which is this one. And then I'm going in with the other one. This is gonna help bring the red out some. Alright, so guys, this is the finished look. I love how my makeup turned out. Like I said, even though we are texture skin girlies, we can still use the creamy, dewy skin girlies makeup and still have our makeup look nice, matte, and long lasting. So I do hope this video was helpful to someone. If you do have any questions, please feel free, let me know down below in the comments. If you do want more textured makeup videos, please let me know, because I'm really curious to see what you guys really do like, if you really like this. So if you do like this video, put a red heart down below. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you for allowing me to entertain you as well as educate you. I thank you so much for coming back, and guys, I will see you in my next video.